Good morning, traders. Today is Thursday, the 24th of April, 2025. My name is Francois Duplessis. This is Trade Talks, and let's have a look what is going on within the financial markets today. So let's kick things off with our economic calendar for today. Just having a look at what is going on the markets from of a fundamental point of view. Now, there is a little bit of Euro news happening this morning, but I want to primarily focus on this afternoon where there are some very high impact news coming out of the US. So starting things off with the durable goods report that will be released at 2:30, as well as existing home sales, which would be released at 4 o'clock. And then there's also the initial jobless claims report. For me, this is not such a high impact report, mainly because of the fact that it's a weekly report. So that one, I do take it into consideration, especially coming with NFP next week. It's definitely something to look at, but I normally use the 4-week average initial jobless claims report to do my fundamental analysis in that perspective. That being said, let's get into our technicals for today. As always, please remember that everything that I will be sharing with you during this session here today is not financial advice. It's just me making a video of trades setups that I am looking for in the market today. Let's go off with our first Forex pair here for today, which is USD JPY. So that's our US dollar, Japanese yen. And as you can see, there's a inverse head and shoulders pattern that has formed here. It did break late last night, but because, well, I wasn't trading that late anymore, I didn't enter this trade. I am, however, still monitoring this. So if we do come back up and we close back above that neckline once more, which is around that 143.3 level, I'm definitely going to look at getting into this specific setup, aiming for those high points at 146.6. Moving on to our next one, sticking to the JPYs, I have GBP JPY, which is currently trading in a rising wedge pattern. Now, you know, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, that a rising wedge pattern is a selling pattern. So here, waiting for a break outside of this specific pattern right here, and then aiming for an entry around 188.8. And then with a target level around that 186.7 level. Moving to the US side, so this is a trade that we've already entered during the week. So this was actually a setup that I shared yesterday, got into the trade yesterday, currently running in profits. And this is, sorry, I didn't even say that, but this is USD CAD, also known as the loonie. And so looking at it here at the moment, it went up really nicely. I was super excited about that. And I'm still planning on taking partials at 1.393. Now, obviously, that is where I wanted to take partials yesterday as well. Never actually got to that. It was literally running towards that level, and I was so excited. But currently, not there yet. So I haven't secured profits on this either, because the fact that as per my trading rules, I only secure profits once we have taken partials. So yes, speaking of, so far this week, we have had 5 trade setups that have closed. 2 of them hit stop loss. 3 of them have achieved profits. If you want to know more on which ones these are, I will leave a link in the description below to free Telegram channel, and it will remain free. It's never going to become a paid channel. So if you want to see which of those setups actually achieve targets, please feel free to join that Telegram channel description. The link will be in the description below. So then going over to GBP CHF. So GBP CHF trade that I shared on Tuesday. Yesterday got to the point where we were able to take some partials on this one. Trade is, however, still running, hence why I'm sharing it here, because my next, just if you are in the trade, just to help you with some trade management, my next partial that I will be looking at closing on this one is at that 1.12 level. Then going to NZD USD, this is a trade setup that I did share yesterday as well with that head and shoulders pattern. Haven't entered into this trade yet. I'm still happy with the setup, but if we don't get an entry by US market open today, I will be voiding this specific trade, because then the actual pattern that we are looking at is not valid anymore, because then this will create a different type of setup to that side. So if there's no entry by US market open on this one today, I am voiding this specific setup. Looking at Euro CAD, this is also a trade setup that I shared yesterday already. Still waiting for an entry, never actually got a break below the neckline, so still just waiting patiently for this one to play out. Again, same rule on this one, no setup, no entry by US market open. I'm also voiding this specific setup. Then moving over to Euro USD. Euro USD is currently forming this double bottom and is now at the bottom of that double bottom pattern. So for me, I'm going to wait for it to come back up and then look for an entry here around 1.144 and then aiming for that higher level on 1.157. Moving over to GBP USD, this one is a little bit closer to entry. So here we have a descending triangle pattern forming, which again is a buying pattern. So all I'm waiting for is a break. And I don't just want a break of the pattern, I also want a break of this previous high point over here. So, or as you can see, there is a bit of a support and resistance level there. So I just want to break above that. So if we can get a break above, that would be, if I round it off, 1.33 flat. I'm going to get into this specific setup, aiming for the higher levels there at 1.347. USD CHF, this is a trade that I'm going to enter just after I end this video. So this is USD CHF. You have that rising wedge pattern forming there, which obviously is a selling pattern. So right there where it is right now, I'm pretty happy with that specific level. So that's around that 0.826, 0.827 level. This one has a very nice risk to reward ratio because of the fact that it waited so long for the pattern to break. So for me, I will be aiming for a low point here around that 0.808 level. And this gives you a nice almost 1 to 3 ROI on this one specifically. So CAD JPY, similar setup, also a rising wedge pattern on this one. This one has, however, not given an entry yet. Yes, it has broken, but again, I just wanted to break some of these key levels here first. So for me, I'm going to be looking for that entry around 102.7. And once I get that specific entry level, I'm then going to be aiming for these low points here at around 100.8. Obviously taking some partials on the way down on this one. And then traders, that has brought us to the end of today's video. There won't be a video tomorrow because tomorrow is Friday and I don't like entering trades on a Friday and keeping them open over the weekend. So there's just way too much volatility with Trump lately. So I never used to have a problem with it, but I do have a problem with it now. So again, nothing that I shared during this video should be taken as financial advice, and do your own analysis. Use this as confluence or however you want. Trade safe, apply proper risk management, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.